Okay, glazing our cupcakes today. We are using these containers. Now the colors you see are very similar to what they will look like, but they're not exact. So for example, number six, this has been fired the second time. So this one is what it would look like on your clay project when we're done. You can see it looks more pink, but it's actually red, okay? So these little test tiles are available for you to look at to make sure you like the color you're picking. You'll notice each tile has kind of like 3 sections. The top is when you do just 1 coat. The middle is where you do 2 coats, and the last is 3 coats. So you can see you're really getting the true color at 3 coats. 2 is okay. 1, you're still seeing a lot of that clay underneath, okay? So when I say coats, that means I paint it, it's dry, and I paint it again. The other thing you need to know is that the clay will stick to my kiln if we do the bottom. So you cannot glaze the bottom of your cupcake, and you're not gonna glaze this bottom rim here because I'll put them in the kiln like this. That way we can glaze the whole inside. So remember that the cupcake, this outside part is your cupcake liner, so that could be any color. So really you can paint this any way you want because your icing can be any color, your cupcake liner, the paper that's holding it can be any color. So as I'm painting, that is 1 coat. Once it dries, then I'll go back over it for a 2nd coat. This is 3D, so you'll notice that my painting strokes are a little different than if I was doing a flat paper because I'm trying to get the paint in all the little spots. If you want something white, it will look like the white of the bisque unless you use the white. There is a white glaze. And it does look a little silly if everything is shiny except for the white areas. So if you want something white, use the white glaze. Okay. Anytime you're switching colors, you still need to clean it out in the water bowl. The glazes do not need any additional water. You just dip in and go. You do still need to use a ballerina brush, so notice I don't have a lot of glaze on there. I just dip, use it a little bit, and then dip again. The glaze does dry pretty quickly, so you should be able to kind of paint an area, move on to another area, and then jump back for that 2nd coat. So my red is already dry, so I'm gonna go ahead and do my 2nd coat of red. On your icing, again, you cannot glaze this rim right here. You can do the inside if you want that to be painted, that's fine, but you don't have to either. So as long as the outside you do need to.